Coming up on Good Morning Texas, find out which burger joint is giving hot meals to the needy.
How an organization is slowing down Parkinson's effects with a unique exercise regimen.
And we pay tribute to a retiring UT journalism professor.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. I'm Alai Ibrahim.
And I'm Chelsea Monano. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday morning.
Today's show is special because we'll be live for 3 hours instead of our regular 30-minute program.
We're doing this because this week is Texas Student Television's 24/7. Since Friday evening, we've been live and will continue to be live until 9 p.m. this Friday.
TSTV hosts 24/7 every year as a part of the Texas Student Media Support Student Voices campaign. Please help us by making content by donating at supportstudentvoices.org. Let's check out a quick trailer for the campaign.
Texas Student Media is the hub for student media at the University of Texas at Austin, and we are looking for your support during this year's pledge drive. TSM houses 5 media entities: the Daily Texan, TSTV, KVRX, the Texas Travesty, and the Cactus Yearbook. We make award-winning content and serve as an incubator for media talent. Our alumni have won countless awards, including more than 10 Pulitzer Prizes. TSM is dedicated to developing the next generation of journalists, television producers, filmmakers, and radio personalities through practical experience. It provides a real-world learning environment that allows students room to experiment. Students can discover their interests and refine their skills while still in school. Support Texas Student Media, and you're not just helping us create quality daily content, you're investing in the future of media and in the students who will go on to shape it. Please visit supportstudentvoices.org today.
Yeah, so Alaya, this is a very good pledge that we have going on here, and I think it's amazing that we have opportunities like these at UT to practice these skills and just get even better and better and better, and even learn from each other while doing it.
And a lot of students start out at Texas Student Television, go on to bigger places, so every penny really does count. So we'd love if everybody could share this as much as possible, give any donation that they can.
Yes, please, yes. One local franchise here in Austin is going beyond the call of duty. Reporter Alex Samuels explores why Hat Creek Burger Company is making sure hungry locals get a hot meal every night.
This restaurant's warm atmosphere extends beyond its doors.
Welcome back to Hat Creek. This is Michael. May I help you?
Hat Creek Burger Company partners with local organizations for their 100 Most Important Burgers project, which gives food to those in need 6 days a week.
I've always had help along the way, and a lot of other people have been fortunate enough to have help along the way, but a lot of the people that we're serving these burgers to, they don't have any family, and so to be able to give them a hot meal in the evenings is something that we definitely pride ourselves in.
Hat Creek gets help from volunteers who say the best part of helping out is enjoying each unique experience.
We ran into a man who is from Africa, and he said in Africa we didn't have things like this because people just helped their neighbors, and he said I've lived here 10 years and I've never seen anything like this before.
Morning volunteers help cut produce and count bags of chips. While the tasks at hand may not be the most fun, they say it's worth it to see the impact that giving has on others.
We don't have a lot of extra luxuries, you know. To be able to get something free is always a savings for us that allows us to take a breath.
The project's benefits, however, go both ways.
It's an opportunity to get out from under your own shadow. You know, so many times, day in and day out, all I'm worrying about is myself. And so when you think about the impact that, you know, people are having, someone's getting a Hat Creek burger every single evening, that's pretty cool.
Hat Creek has donated over 150,000 burgers in the last 5 years to help address the growing need of hunger in Austin.
A lot of people don't have a place to go here in Austin, and let alone a meal to have 3 times a day. So it's great that people are actually taking time out of their day and putting the extra work in to help the homeless here in Austin.
I agree, Alaya. I think this is an issue not just here, but everywhere. And I don't think anybody should have a problem getting something to eat.
Trump and Clinton both swept winnings in several states during yesterday's primaries, bringing us closer to the presidential nominations. Millennials are expected to play a huge part of this election, but how much are UT students paying attention? Well, we went out to see and tested out their knowledge. Hey guys, I'm Alai Ibrahim, and I'm here on the streets of UT to see how well-informed students are on the presidential election. Let's see if they know their stuff.
I know Ted Cruz, unless he's dropped out, Kasich. Do you want all of them?
Do you think there's any more?
Are there more?
Is there?
I hate this.
If Kanye was running, would you guys vote for Kanye? No? No. Why not?
No.
No, because that would totally misrepresent America. No, that's not what we're about.
Okay, how long did it take? How long do you think it takes?
To register to vote? Well, it takes about 10 minutes or so to fill out the voting application, and then you have to send it in, and then it's about, I think, a 30-day buffer period before you're allowed to vote in any election.
Okay, I'm impressed. You're very informed about that. Do you know who the Republican candidates are right now?
Donald Trump. It's Ted Cruz.
I'm going to go through these pictures, and you have to tell me who it is and if they're still in the race. Okay? No, it's easy. It's easy. No, come back.
I want to say that's Kasich? Kasich, yeah.
No. That's Bush's brother.
Oh, yeah, he's not running anymore.
He dropped out.
Yeah.
Okay, this.
That's old Bernie Sanders. Am I following the good thing?
No.
Kanye West, by the way.
I wanted to say it was Kanye West, but Kanye West isn't a serious presidential candidate.
You know, Alaya, it's interesting how people, when they're asked simple questions, you're there, you're out there, you're just asking, hi, can I ask you a couple of questions? And you bring up the presidential campaign, and it's just a controversial topic that nobody wants to say anything about.
Yeah, I had trouble getting people to come talk to me because nobody wanted to talk about the presidential campaign. I don't know if that's because they didn't know anything about it or they just didn't want to share their views. But it was interesting to get out there and see what people thought.
And how much they know.
Yeah.
Well, since final season is upon us, the libraries will once again be open for 24 hours, 5 days a week. That means even more of an opportunity for theft. In fall 2013, GMTX did a little social experiment to see if students would stop a theft or ignore it. Let's see what happened in this GMTX playback.
That was great. How beautiful was it?
Plenty of us.
Three separate.
So y'all just saw her walk off.
So what was on your mind whenever I came back to the scene and I said, oh, where's my laptop?
Well, at first when you came back, I was like, I felt really bad, and I was like, oh my god, it's gone. I was kind of shocked because I was pretty oblivious to you getting your laptop stolen. So I felt really bad, actually, and I was actually gonna go help you. So I'm pretty self-conscious about leaving my stuff now, but I'll definitely rethink when people ask me to watch their stuff, whether or not I'm capable at that time to do it, whether or not I'm busy.
You know, it's crazy that nobody did anything. Watching this made me realize that you really need to keep an eye on your stuff and trust the people who are watching it, especially in this huge university.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're laughing at it now. We think it's funny that, haha, these people didn't do anything, but really, I mean, it's scary. This actually happens all the time.
Yeah, theft is a serious issue here at UT. People need to be careful. Well, when we come back, your top stories and a look at this week's weather forecast.
Keep it here for more Good Morning Texas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. And our news and weather studio today, we have our very own Tina Rico to fill us in with the latest stories.
Beginning this summer, all new students at UT will be required to watch a video about mental health resources and suicide prevention during orientation due to a newly implemented state law. Senate Bill 1624 was proposed by the parents of a UT student who died by suicide in May of 2014. By providing UT students with the resources and tools regarding mental health and suicide, the hope is to prevent the loss of a life. On Monday, members of the UT and Austin community gathered at their annual Safety Coalition meeting to discuss safety concerns on campus. After the murder of a UT student in early April, many concerned parents were present. APD chief said the increased patrols near campus will continue, particularly in West Campus. APD also said that violent crime in West Campus has decreased over the years and assured that there will be police on the ground to prevent incidents from occurring. And in national news yesterday, the city of Cleveland has been ordered to pay $6 million to the family of Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old boy who was killed by police gunfire in November of 2014. This will settle the federal lawsuit filed by the family. Trainee Officer Timothy Lohman shot Rice after responding to a 911 call, which described the boy to be in a city park with a gun. This was later found to be a toy gun. The city of Cleveland acknowledges no fault in Rice's death.
Thank you, Tina.
So with the new UT video that they're implementing for students to watch before they attend UT, I think it's really interesting to know how effective that is and if it actually works on students. Because I remember whenever I was first starting out at UT, I had to spend a couple hours on the computer watching stuff about safety and how to be safe. So I wonder if they're effective.
Yeah, and also, I mean, a lot of times when people are just throwing all this information at you during orientation, it seems like, I don't need it, it's fine, but it really is a lot of change coming in as a freshman into college. It's a lot of change very quickly, so I think it's important that students know what resources they have available to them.
I totally agree. And how's the weather this week, Tina?
Well, April has been a month full of showers and sunshines, and it's set to continue. Showers overnight have tapered off this morning, and now you can expect some sunshine today with highs in the 80s and then lows of the 60s. Tomorrow we will have a 40% chance of rain, and we'll see temperatures in the 80s and 70s. Now looking forward to the weekend, it's looking like the showers are going to come back for Friday and Saturday. On Friday we have a high of 84 and a low of 68 with 60% of rain. Saturday, we will see scattered storms with a high of 84 and a low of 64. But no need to worry. We're hoping for a sunny skies for Sunday. On Sunday, we have a forecast for clear skies with a high of 88 and a low of 66. So while the rains ease towards the weekend, make sure to do your best enjoying the sunshine when it's out this week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Tina.
Yeah, Alaya, you know what? Sometimes all these percentages, when they throw them at us, it's like all that means to me in Austin is it's going to be super humid and very muggy.
Yeah, that's true. Whenever I hear percentages, I don't even know. I just know every day the weather changes. One day it'll be raining. Like yesterday it'll be really hot. One day it'll be cold. So I don't even check the weather anymore, to be honest, because it's just going to throw something different at us.
Yep.
And, well, when we come back, we've got the magic.
That's right, a magician will be joining us in studio. Keep it here on Good Morning Texas.